Hello friends, there is a good news for you. Recently a notification for the posts in Dedicated Freight Corridor Corporation of India, which is in short known as DFCCIL, has been released. So Dedicated Freight Corridor Corporation of India is generally a public sector, a government undertaking which comes under Ministry of Railways. It comes under Ministry of Railways. So it is the most ambitious and clearly it is given here, it is the most ambitious and one of the biggest project in infrastructure set up building high capacity and high speed rail freight corridors along the Golden Quadrilateral and its diagonals. Golden Quadrilaterals, that is a prestigious road project of India. So it is basically an infrastructure based company, very prestigious company and a PSU, public sector undertaking. So the recruitment notice is for the applications for the posts of junior manager. There are three kinds of posts here: the junior manager, executive, and also junior executive. So broadly, there are three categories, and the applications are invited through only online mode. There is no offline mode here. It is only through online mode. So here are some important dates that are given to you. Opening date of the online registration. The opening date of online registration is 24th April. So April 24th is the opening date, and the last date is 23rd of May. 23rd of May up to till midnight. 23rd of May 2021. So the tentative dates, exactly the date is not given, but the month is mentioned here. The tentative dates, that means later it can be postponed or it can be kept on the same day also. It is basically it is a computer based test, online test. So the tentative date will be June. The tentative month actually bolna because date is not given here. The month is June 2021. So later the date will be announced, I think so. So now here are some important highlights that we are going to see in the application. So here clearly first we will go for some of the first junior manager post. The first post he is mentioning is junior manager post, belongs to civil. So this is for civil engineering category. The total vacancies are 31. So the category wise reservation, vertical reservation, unreserved, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, OBC, NCL. NCL stands for non-creamy layer, and economically weaker section, EWS, it is all given here. So after that, person with disabilities and everything. So A3 medical standard is required. So here the qualification comes as bachelor's degree in civil engineering. So with 60% marks aggregate, bachelor's BTech in civil or BE in civil, not less than 60%. So that is the education qualification. The post code is 11. So when you are applying it, you can see that post and we can go for it. First of all, the website address that you need to go is www. So clearly I am mentioning it, www.dfccil.com. Remember this. So you need to go this website and everything will be available there. Coming to the second post, it is junior manager post, operations and BD. Total vacancies are 77, and the reservation categories you can see here. The same medical standard has been asked, A2 category, and educational qualifications are 2 years MBA, PGDBA, PGDBM, PGDM in marketing business. Basically it is a manager post. That's why MBA kind of qualification is being asked, relations, finance, and from your recognized institute with not less than 60%. Basically a 60% first class student, a fairly 60% marks in aggregate is fairly enough for almost all the posts, I think so. Now the third one is coming to junior manager, which comes under mechanical. This is for mechanical, and the total vacancies are 3, a pretty less number of vacancies, but still under all that 3 posts are going into unreserved, because here also it is 3, here also it is 3. And bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering and its allied courses: mechanical engineering, bachelor's degree, electrical engineering, mechatronics. This is most happening course nowadays. Many students are taking it. Mechatronics engineering, mechatronics engineering, industrial engineering, production. These are nothing but subsidiary engineering courses, friendly courses of mechanical only. So automobile engineering, manufacture engineering, instrumentation and control engineering. Yes, EC based, some EC, electronics and communication. EC people are also eligible for this. Electronics engineering are also eligible for this post. That's a good news actually. So along with mechanical, purely mechanical and purely electrical and combination of both mechatronics is also eligible for this post from a recognized institute which is not with not less than 60 percentage of, fairly enough, 60 percentage, first class student. Next one is executive. Executive, the scale is from 30,000 to 1,20,000, the pay scale, 30,000 rupees to 1,20,000. The executive, it is for civil students, and the total vacancies are 73, and the categories, reservation categories are given, reservation and their posts are given here. The education qualification is diploma is enough, a 3-year diploma in civil engineering, transportation and its allied courses with 60 percentage. So this is a post based on diploma. So those who are diploma holders, so they can go for this post, right? Now coming to the next one, executive electrical. Electrical vacancies are 42. That's good. And its education qualification is executive post. I think executive post needs some diploma course only. Diploma in 3 years, diploma of 3 years diploma in electrical, electronics, power supply, instrumentation, and all the allied courses with not less than 60% or above. So you can go through these details also. Next, executive. Executive in the sense he is asking for diploma, we have seen already. So executive in signals and telecommunication. Signals and telecommunication, number of vacancies are 87. Purely I think he'll ask for electrical and electronics. Yes, clearly you can see. Diploma in electrical and electronics, microprocessors, fiber optics, and it's all allied courses with first class or above. Coming to executive operations and BD. Now this is a very important information that you need to. Total vacancies are 237. That's a huge number based on the current scenario. Any graduate is enough for this course. See, this is very important thing that you have to note here. Any graduate, graduation with not less than 60% or above, first class or above, graduation from a recognized university. That means any graduate can apply for this post. So go through this post. That means even a BCom graduate or BA graduate or engineering or any graduate can write this exam, and posts are also pretty good in number. That means 237. And executive mechanical, that is total number of vacancies are 3. Educational, executive in the sense he is asking for diploma in 3 years, diploma of 3 years in mechanical, electrical, electronics, manufacturing and etc. with first class or above. Now coming to the another post, this is also a good post, junior executive. Coming to the post of junior executive posts are 135 number, that's a good number. Matriculation with a minimum 60% first class or above, plus there is some extra requirement that is needed here, minimum 2 years duration course completed of ACT apprenticeship or ITI approved by SCVT and NCVT in the trade of electrical, electrician or wireman, electronics from a recognized institute with first class or above. That means along with matriculation, an ITI course, ITI, purely it is an ITI approved. So ITI, this course is clearly for ITI people. So those people who have done, those students who have done their ITI, there is a good news for them. It's basically, I think it's an ITI post. So that's a good news for ITI people. So here also same thing, 147 junior executive signals and telecommunications. There are 147 posts and the reservation details are given here. So clearly here also matriculation and first class above plus a minimum 2 years duration course completed ACT apprenticeship ITI approved by SCVT NCVT. So that means here also matriculation plus ITI is necessary. So here, see here this is a different case, junior executive or operations BD. So here is asking matriculation with ITI, that's all, that is also there, or see here graduate, any graduate is also any graduate in any discipline can also apply. So you can go through this. This is not only for ITI people. So graduates in any discipline also can apply for this post. So that's a junior executive operations and BD. So some medical standards are also given. A2 standard is given. So you can go through this one. So junior executive mechanical 14, the posts are 14 in number, pretty less than the previous number we have seen for this category. So matriculation plus ITI is necessary for this, plus 2 years of duration, with 2 years of minimum duration is necessary. But here the medical standard B1 is enough, so go through this one also. So candidates, clearly the number of vacancies are tentative or may increase or decrease. That means the number of vacancies by the time of the exam, they may increase or decrease depending on the requirement. Any Indian national fulfilling eligibility criteria can apply for the above post. That's a very obvious thing that we see in almost all the notifications. So there are some instructions for the qualifications or experience. Candidates appearing or awaiting results on the closing date of the application are not eligible to apply. So that means if you are a graduate and by the last date of the closing date of the application you did not clear your graduation, that means you are not eligible to apply, attend the exam. So by the time the last date of the application, the application date is, the application time is closed. So you should be clearly the person which is with the eligibility that is mentioned for that particular post. So for the post of executive signals and telecommunications, BCA, MCA would be considered as higher degrees to diploma in information science and technology, computer application, computer engineering, computer science and computer technology. So these would be considered as the higher degrees to diploma. So they will not be considered as diploma courses. They will be considered as higher than diploma courses. So the candidate must possess, look at this here, the candidate must possess ITI certificate and in the relevant discipline for the post of junior executive, except in the case of junior. We already mentioned about this, because for this post he is asking graduate can also apply. But for junior executive post, except for the operations and BD, so ITI certificate is compulsory, where graduation in any discipline is also eligible to apply. For this post, ITI plus graduate also can apply. We discussed in detail about this point. So diploma or degree will not be considered as higher qualification in the place of ITI, where ITI is mentioned as the essential. So diploma or degree will not be considered as higher qualification in the place of ITI, where ITI is mentioned as the essential education qualification. So whenever ITI is mentioned as the essential qualification, degree or diploma, they will not be considered. That means clearly asked diploma bhi chahiye. Diploma plus ITI is also, plus 2 years of duration course ITI is also asked. So they will not be considered as higher qualification wherever this point is mentioned. So you can go through that point also. And there are some points regarding operations and BD. Regarding the MBA, specialization should be clearly mentioned in the degree or certificate. So whenever you are applying for this junior manager post, operations and BD, where any graduate is also eligible in most of the cases. So particularly, so whenever you are going for any specialization like marketing, business, operation, customer, so in the degree or in the certificate, the specialization should be clearly mentioned. So if you are from marketing or business, you should be operations or finance or anything. So that particular qualification should be clearly mentioned in the certificate. The candidate should possess full-time degree, diploma or IT approved by UGC. This is a very important thing. Full-time degree, diploma or ITI approved by UGC or IACTE from a university or technical board, incorporated by an act of central or state legislature in India or other educational institute. That means it should be a full-time degree or a diploma. So particularly or an ITI, it can be anything by a board or which is approved by UGC or AICTE. So AICTE stands for All India Council for Technical Education. So that the organization from where you are getting your certificate should be registered under, should be approved by UGC or AICTE. Fine. Now there are some important points that we need to look further. Age limit is also given. For junior manager, the age limit as on 1st January 2021. So the age should be for junior manager 18 to 27 years, for executive 18 to 30 years, for junior executive it is 18 to 30 years. So as on 1st January 2021. So when you, by this date you have to check it up. So by this date your age should be in between, the range is given, it should be something like this. Age relaxation is given according to the category, for 5 years for SC and ST, for 3 years for OBC and non-creamy layer. So like that all the age criterias, age relaxation criterias are given, you can go through it. Certificate for reservation and age relaxation, how to get it, OBC, other backward classes, non-creamy layer. And economically weaker section, there are some rules mentioned. So clearly it is given for this recruitment, the financial year prior, 2021 financial year as closing date of registration is 23 May 2021. Because of this reason, for this recruitment, the financial year prior will be 2021 EWS, whatever the certificate you bring, that will be enough, because the closing date of registration is on 23rd May. Because of this reason they are telling, so the prior financial year 2021, based on that if you come to EWS section, that will be allowed. So go through this point also, that's a very important point, I think so. So there are some disability, if there are some disability candidates, some things are mentioned for them. For ex-servicemen, disabled ex-servicemen, general ex-servicemen, DXS and DS, and registration, last date of registration. Accordingly, serving personals also can apply, for them also some rules are mentioned. And here selection procedure, this is a pretty different selection procedure that I have seen in the recent times. For there are basically some types of tests they are going to conduct: computer based test, computer based aptitude test, which is called as CBAT, document verification, interview and medical test. So based on the exam you go, based on the post you apply, so various types of examination conduction is mentioned here. Clearly I can see here, suppose you are applying for junior manager post, you will have a CBT, computer based test, and you will not have a computer based aptitude test. You will be having a document verification, interview will be there, and medical test will be there. I think after looking at all these things, this computer based aptitude test is conducted for only one post, that is executive operations and BD. For this post you will have a CBT and you will have a CBAT, computer based aptitude test, you will have document verification, and there will not be any interview will not be there, and after that they'll put a medical test and they'll take you, right? Okay, fine. That is it is given like this. So that's a pretty different exam. For all the remaining exams you will be having only one computer based, that is called a CBT, and document verification, of course it will be there for every exam, and interview will not be there for most of the post. And the first three, junior manager civil operations and BD, junior manager mechanical, for these three posts only there will be an interview. Clearly you can see, for all the remaining posts there is no interview. First three posts there is an interview, and for all the CBAT will be conducted for only executives, operations and BD. The scheme of exam will be only online. So it will be conducted in per day it can have 2 sessions, it can be have 2 sessions or 3 sessions on a single day, or it can be a multiple day of 2 hours of duration. That means according to their availability of the slots, it can be on 2 days, on a weekend, sometimes Saturday and Sunday, both days you have to go and write the exam, or sometimes on a same day you will have 2 or 3 sessions. That depends upon their convenience and availability of the slots. And here is the syllabus, the question paper, how the question, details of the CBT, it will be given. The question paper, how many questions it is going to have, 120 questions. So the syllabus is given in the annexure 3, you can go through it. And computer based test, if required, can be 2 stages. Here also it is given, it can be in 2 stages as per the direction of the organization, DFCCIL, right? Here qualifying marks, here there is a negative marking, and the question paper will be set in English and Hindi only. There are only they will be in only 2 languages, English and Hindi. In case of any difference or discrepancy or dispute, the questions will be questions between English and Hindi. The content of English version shall prevail. If you have any confusion in the language, so you can go with the English language. Now there shall be a negative marking also. 1/4 is the negative marking. for each question, 1 by 4 0.25 marks. Qualifying marks in the written test CBT shall prescribed as 40%. Qualifying marks are 40% for general category, 30% for SC, OBC non-creamy rare and EWS category के लिए 25 and 30% for SC, OBC and EWS category and 25% for ST. 40% for unreserved, 30% for SC, OBC, NCL, EWS and 25% for ST. In the case of tie of marks by more than, if any two candidates get the same mark, the resolution will be done, the filtering will be done. The candidate who is older, that means who is born first, will be placed higher. That means seniority. The candidate in age seniority will be placed higher. In case of tie, as mentioned at A above, suppose if date of birth is also same, the candidate with the higher percentage of pass marks in the highest essential qualification is indicated. That means they will take the qualifying degree, and in that who gets the highest percentage will be placed higher. So that means then they will go into the academics. Clearly, there are some instructions given for the qualifying marks. CBAT also, this is only for one exam we have seen. There are some qualifying marks which are given. The candidates must a minimum T-score of 42 marks in each of the test. So you can go through these details also. The CBAT is only for one exam that we have seen, operations and BD. So those people who are applying for that post can go through this CBAT qualifying marks. So document verification, here there are some instructions given for document verification. Instructions for the interview also. Instructions for the interview for junior manager level posts. For first 3 posts we have mentioned. Instructions for the medical test are also given. Examination CTs are also given. You can go through this. Examination fee, the examination fee is costly, somewhat a little bit costly. For junior manager posts it is 1000 rupees. For executive post it is 900. So for junior executive it is 700 rupees. Okay. So once, because a candidate can apply for, if you are applying for many posts, you have to pay, if you are eligible for 1 or 2 posts, 1600 rupees is the minimum amount that you need to spend, or it can be higher too. So think wisely. So whatever the post you want to apply, if you are confident in writing that exam, then only you can go, because they are not refundable, I think so, for submitted. Bank charges, GST is also applicable. And see, I said non-refundable. It is not refundable. So think twice before you buy the application form. No examination fee is required for, examination fee is not there for SC, ST, persons with disabilities, ex-servicemen candidates. And the fees shall be paid through only online mode. Other mode will not be accepted. And here it is very important, candidates applying for more than one post has to submit separate applications. This is very, very, very important point that you need to. Candidates applying for more than one post code has to submit separate application form along with the fee for each post code. So however, he may be doing so at his own risk, as schedule of the examination for any 2 post code may coincide. That means if you are writing 2 examinations and the 2 examinations are falling on the same slot on the same day, so you have to sacrifice one thing and go for the other which you are confident or which you like most. So that means it is not their responsibility, even though if you apply for the 2 posts, the times may clash. So that is left up to you. It is not the responsibility of the organization. That you have to check it up. So applying more than one post, some details are also given here. However, they would yes, for applying more than one post, again and again they are telling, however he may be doing so at his own risk, as schedule of examination for any 2 posts may coincide. That means maybe 90% they will be coincided. If they are not coinciding, that is well and good, but these many times they are reminding us, that means if the dates are coinciding, it is left up to the student to select which one he like most. So there are some general instructions which are also given. and you can background check, my dear friends. If you are selected for the post, definitely a background check will be there for this post, and that is also clearly mentioned. Only queries related to online applications. There are some if you have any queries, you can write an email ID for this one, DFCCIL examhelpdesk2021@gmail.com, or there is a toll-free number given. If there is a problem in the online application software, so you can call this number, or you can write a mail to this one, and that queries are only regarding the online application software. Okay, after that some forms for community certificates are also given to you. So I think we have discussed enough regarding there is a syllabus here also. Clearly the indicative syllabus, this is an indicative syllabus. So junior manager civil, general knowledge, general aptitude and reasoning, and this is for junior manager operations and BD. Junior manager mechanical, post code 13, the syllabus is mentioned here. For civil it is mentioned here, for electrical it is mentioned here, for signals and telecommunications operations BD. For every post, I think in every post there is almost for every post, general aptitude, reasoning, part A, general knowledge. Here also you can see general knowledge, general aptitude and reasoning. So general aptitude and reasoning and general knowledge, clearly you can see general knowledge, general aptitude and reasoning. So clearly that means that is here for junior executive, general knowledge, numerical ability, that means some mathematical part also can be given, general aptitude, reasoning, general science are also given. So in whatever the exam, I can clearly see general knowledge, general aptitude and reasoning will be the compulsory part that we have to go for. Okay, so this is, I think we have gone through some important points. So how to apply session is also given to you. Candidates must apply online by you have to go to this site. I think you have to register first, filling up the first one. Step 1 is registration, and step 2 is then filling the application form. That means indirectly is telling you have to register first in the application, and then you can go for the filling up of application form. Okay, so there are some instructions given to you. You can go through these details. Thank you and all the best.